Hey guys, this is Basic Constructions Part 2. We have 2 basic constructions left to learn. First, it's going to be constructing a perpendicular from a point to a line. Now this construction is going to come in handy if you have to construct a rectangle or a square, because you'll be able to construct that right angle. Also, when we are constructing altitudes, which we'll learn a little bit later on, this is the construction you'd want to perform. So you'll see in front of me I have a point A and I have line XY, and my goal is to construct a perpendicular from A to XY. Now remember that perpendicular lines are lines that intersect to form a right angle, so that's my goal here. What I need to do is I need to start with my pointed tip on A, and then my pencil portion is going to go just below XY, so as long as it's a little bit beyond the line. I'm going to sweep up, so I'm making like a happy face. Where my sweep hits my lines, I'm going to make a point. Now I seem to have stuttered a little bit, so I may be off just a smidge. So these 2 points now are where I'm working from. If you remember back to the construction that we did with creating a perpendicular bisector, I'm going to do the same thing here. The pointed tip is going to go on the point. I'm going to open my compass so that it's more than halfway between the 2 points. I'm going to sweep up and down. I'm going to swap. Now notice I haven't changed the width at all. I'm going to go from the point. I'm going to sweep up and down. The sweeps are going to meet. I'm going to make points there just so that I can line it up a little bit easier with my ruler. Now if I connect through point A and these 2 points, the line that I create is going to be perpendicular. So I take out my ruler, I connect, and there you have a line perpendicular to XY passing through point A. Now at this point, if you would like, you can take out a protractor and measure to make sure that that's 90 degrees or right around 90 degrees. But remember, when you're doing constructions, you're not actually using the protractor. Now at this point in the video, I would press pause, draw a few lines and points, and practice drawing a perpendicular from a point to a line. You're not going to know how to do it just by watching a video. You need to actually practice. When you're done, restart the video and watch the final construction, which is constructing an angle bisector. Okay, assuming that you have practiced constructing a perpendicular from a point to a line a couple of times, we are now going to do our final construction. So you see here I have angle ABC. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place the pointed tip of my compass on vertex B. I'm going to sweep, making sure that my sweep passes through both sides of the angle. I'm going to, just to make things a little bit more pronounced, I'm going to draw points where my sweep passes through. Now, just like what you did in the previous construction and the constructing a perpendicular bisector, you're going to put your pointed tip where the sweep meets the side, and you're going to go more than halfway. So if you want it to go all the way, fine. If you want it to go a little bit less, that's fine. I'm going to sweep up here and over here. So see how I have my 2 sweeps? Same thing, I'm going to go pointed tip to the other place, and I'm going to sweep here, here. The 2 sweeps meet. I'm going to draw a point where they intersect, a point where they intersect, and I'm going to connect them straight through. Now you can take your protractor and measure to make sure that the 2 angles formed are congruent. Remember, if we are bisecting an angle, we're cutting it into two congruent angles. But again, not using a protractor when you're doing the constructions, but you can certainly use it when you're done. Now, the fact that my sweeps met at the vertex was a coincidence. It just depends on how wide your compass is set, so it won't always intersect right there at the vertex, but if it does, then that's even better. So what I would do now is stop your video, practice this a few times, make sure that you feel comfortable so that when we come to class tomorrow, you are ready to go. Have a good night. Bye.